Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin tonight with a fuller financial snapshot of White House senior staff. A trove of financial disclosure forms spelling out the astounding wealth of President Trump's team, adding up to at least $12 billion. Sparking new debate tonight, the roughly $740 million real estate and business empire of son-in-law Jared Kushner and first daughter Ivanka Trump as they work alongside the president. Chief Strategist Stephen Bannon reporting nearly $200,000 in consulting fees last year from Breitbart News. The vast disclosures answering some questions, but also raising many more. ABC's David Wright starting us off tonight from the White House.
Tonight, a rare glimpse inside the rarefied world of Donald Trump's West Wing. The collective net worth of the president's senior staff and cabinet officials, at least $12 billion. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, alone details a real estate and business empire worth up to $740 million, benefiting him and his wife, Ivanka. Both are unpaid White House staff members, but Ivanka Trump retains her stake in the newly opened Trump International Hotel here in D.C., the property her father frequently visits. Her stake valued at $5 to $25 million.
That hotel is full of conflicts of interest. It's going to be an ethics quagmire.
The president's controversial chief strategist Steve Bannon lists assets worth up to $54 million. Populist rage, channeled through conservative media enterprises and consulting, has clearly been lucrative for him. Advisor Kellyanne Conway and her husband worth up to $40 million when Trump took office. Among the most modest members of the senior staffers, spokesman Sean Spicer lists real estate holdings valued at up to $5 million. Chief of Staff Reince Priebus lists assets worth a mere million or so and earned $500,000 a year as head of the RNC.
It's an ethics nightmare.
Richard Painter is a former Bush administration ethics czar, now part of a watchdog group that's suing Trump over his refusal to divest from his business interests.
A lot of the people who are working in this White House have substantial investments in privately held companies, and we need to know much more about where they're borrowing their money, or we're not going to know what the conflicts of interest are.
Today, President Trump vented his outrage at the ongoing probe into Russian meddling in the November election, an investigation he's previously called a witch hunt. Trump tweeted, "It is the same fake news media that said there was no path to victory for Trump that is now pushing the phony Russia story, a total scam." But this weekend, angry constituents taking a different view faced down the Republican congressman leading the House probe, calling the watchdog a lapdog. Republican Devin Nunes used to work for the Trump transition team. He's been accused of diverting the focus toward Trump's claims that President Obama spied on him.
There's not a better person in the House of Representatives to do this investigation than me, because I've been the one who's warning about Russia for a long, long time.
And David Wright joins us live from the White House now. There's late-breaking news tonight about former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn and his financial disclosure.
That's right, Tom. In his initial disclosure, Flynn did not list payments for speeches from 3 different Russian companies. Just yesterday, he filed a form correcting that omission. No comment from the White House, but in the midst of all this chatter about Russia, it's bound to raise some eyebrows.
The former general still causing trouble for that White House. All right, David, thanks so much. And of course, all the latest on This Week tomorrow, plus Martha Raddatz with U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley.